If you were thinking about moving to Wenatchee, you were probably wondering a little bit about our real estate market. And this video is for you because I'm going to show you some data and analytics that you can't find anywhere else. It's not on Google, it's not on the internet. I'm going to show you the Northwest MLS, which is real-time reported data from real estate agents across the region. It is mandatory that agents report every sale that happens into this system, whether it's on the market or off the market. What you'll find is each price point kind of has its own micro market, if you would, and they're performing a little bit differently. So we'll talk about the markets, how they're performing, and I'll also show you examples of what homes look like in that price point. All right, I'm gonna jump on my computer so I can show you the real-time stuff. Let's take a look at this. So here is the Northwest MLS, and we can pull all different types of stats. And today we are looking at the Wenatchee market, and I've got these different price points set that we will look at, and we're only going to look at the residential in here. And what we are looking at here, this is a 10-year graph of the average price point for the entire market. And I'm going to narrow that down to the last 3 years. And what we're seeing over here is the comparison for the last 12 months. So from this last January to January 2024. And as you can see, the Wenatchee market as a whole has came up 2.6%. And what we want to do is we want to narrow this down into these smaller submarkets so you can really see the difference. And what this is also showing is that the average price point through the entire market is $279 per square foot. So when we dive right into the 375,000 market and lower, you can see the graph kind of goes all over the place. And what to know about this market is this market, you can find some homes in it, but they are going to likely need work. It's going to be very difficult to find a turnkey home in this price point. And a lot of these homes are also going to be condos. So you actually might be paying more in your monthly bill as far as price per square foot goes. So year over year, this has increased 1.5% and it's averaging $265 a square foot. I'm going to show you a couple of examples of what that home looks like. So here, this is a little condo, and I believe this condo is 600 square feet. It's in a great part of town, and this is kind of an average. And this home is going for $219, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. And I think the HOAs on it is $329 a month. So that's one example in that price range. Here's another example. This is another condo. It's a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 900 square feet. And this is pretty typical. This one looks like it might have a garage, which would be pretty unique in this $260,000 price point. As you can see, clean, livable, just a little dated, and their HOA is $410 a month. Okay, I think I've got one more example. Okay, so here's what a home looks like under $400,000. On a lot, they're going to be older. They usually need some sort of work, or there's been some sort of funky addition, which looks like that might be going on with this home right here. It's a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, just under 1,000 square feet. This one looks very clean. A lot of these homes you have to kind of walk through to find what the quirks are. So that's what the market looks like at 400,000 and below. Let's take a look at the next market. This is a small mini market that I put together, and it's between 400 and 500,000. And the reason that I did that was because there's a lot of options in this price point. And this is really kind of our introductory price point, I would say. We have a lot of first-time home buyers or downsizers purchasing at this price point. So not a huge jump from last year. And I do want to mention that last year's market, it was a very tough market, I think, across the nation. But we didn't lose any equity, just gained a little bit, and we're at $261 per square foot. Something that that's really interesting on this is when I go to how many listings there are in this price point, you can see over the last 3 years that there's becoming a lot less listings. And the reason for that is home appreciation and everything is kind of bumping up into that next price point. Anyways, let's take a look at what these homes look like. So this one is kind of a bad example. It's listed at $400,000, but it's on Sunset Highway. So there's a very good chance that it's going through eminent domain. But this is kind of a good example. You're going to find a home like this between $430,000 and $465,000, dated, Rambler, 3-bedroom, 3-bath. This is actually a good amount of square feet for this price point. But like I said, it could be because there's going to be a huge construction project in front of this house in the coming year. Okay, another example. So if you want a home in this price point in the historic area, this is a really charming house that's on market. I'm actually a little surprised that it's been on market for as long as it has, but I think it's having a hard time. Once again, just location. It's kind of on a main road, but you can find charming older homes with a lot of character around this $450,000 price point. So that's another choice that you get in that price point. And here's another one. We have new construction. We have new construction that is $500,000 and lower, but you have to kind of know what you're getting into. And what I mean by that is some of these homes don't include landscaping, but will have an HOA that will require you to put landscaping in. And that can come, $5,000, $10,000 out of pocket costs. So this is very common, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, Rambler, 2-car garage, right around that 1,400 square foot. This is kind of our entry level new construction. And then we've got one more. So these are townhomes, kind of that same price point. These ones, although they are townhomes, they are really close to the downtown area. They're very easy. It's very easy to get around from here. And their finishes are a little bit upgraded. So you can see the nicer countertops and cabinetry. These ones that are the 2-bedroom, 3-bath, each of the bedrooms has ensuite bathrooms, which is really nice. Great option for somebody who wants minimal to no yard work. And then this is kind of the other really common in this price point between $400,000 and $500,000 are these split level homes. And we see a lot of these. They're usually a little bit older. A lot of them have been dated. You can find them where they've been remodeled. And there was a lot of these homes built between the 70s and 90s. So it's very easy to find something. If you've got kids and you want a basement, this is a great option. Okay, so let's take a look at our next price point, which is the $500,000 to $800,000 price point. And this is kind of like where the market is going. We've got a lot of stuff going on here. We're seeing a lot of those homes that used to be in the 500 getting pushed up to this price point. And we're also seeing a lot of appreciation here. I think this is where we see the most appreciation over this last year. We are at 4.3% year over year, and they are going for approximately $290,000 a square foot. This same thing, new listings, we're starting to see. Oh, I'm actually surprised. That must be in the next price point. And it kind of flattened out on how many new listings that we're seeing in that price. Anyways, let's take a look at what you can get in above 500. So typically you're going to start getting closer to that 1,700 square foot plus. There is a chance you're going to get that 3-car garage. This is a very common home. And actually this one's priced pretty well. I think that, homes like this, we usually start to see getting closer to that $600,000 price point. So a little higher in finishes, bigger square feet, more garage space. That's what you're going to start seeing at $600,000. Okay, $700,000. This is where the market really starts to open up. And we've got everything from new construction Ramblers with higher end finishes to this is a little bit of an older home, but we're starting to see the really nice pool. We're starting to see the big windows. It wouldn't surprise me if this home has a view. Yeah, the vaulted ceilings, you're going to start seeing that with some beam work. So this home, it looks like it actually may have been an older home that went through a really nice update. Let's take a look at the year built. Yeah, 1982. And it's on a half-acre lot. So that's also something that you can start finding in this a little bit higher price point. New construction in this price point, we do have Ramblers, those 3-car garage homes that I just showed. And then this is a new subdivision that is just starting to go in. And this is kind of like a funky, new, very modern style that we don't see a lot of in Wenatchee. So it's kind of cool to have a neighborhood that is doing some trending stuff. You can see it's very sleek, modern home. And they're actually selling lots in this subdivision as well. So if you are looking to do your own build plan, I'm sure the HOA has some parameters on what that looks like, but there's some lots in this subdivision. All right, now we are going to go to 800 and above. And this starts to kind of get 800 is just starting to get into luxury. Really, $1 million and above is luxury. And looks like we had this market had a little bit of a hard time. And I think we all felt that as real estate agents in the area this last late summer to fall, like really before the election. But I would not be surprised that we start to see this kind of hockey stick up as we start getting closer to our really active real estate market, which starts to kick off like mid-March. So 296, which when you go from the smaller homes that were, you know, 265 and you're going $30 more a square foot, but you're getting luxury and more land and larger footprint, it really kind of seems like that extra $30 goes a long ways. So let's take a look. So here we are. This is a brand new, this is new construction. It's a new development kind of out by the airport in East Wenatchee. And this is a really funky picture. This home is a standalone home. And for whatever reason, that picture makes it look like it's a townhome or something. These homes are huge. I need to go back. I think that they are 3,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2 bath, and really beautifully done. They feel very spacious on the inside. They're on flat lots, very usable, large. I think some of these lots you could probably put a pool in. It's kind of a tiered development. So everybody has beautiful views of Malaga and the mountains. So this is at your $850 price point. Okay, this home, 1.5 million is stunning and was priced very well. It went pending very quickly. 5 bedrooms, 6 bath, 5,000 square feet. This is up in Sunny Slope. That Sunny Slope, once you start getting higher into Sunny Slope, you start to get these spectacular views. And this is one direction. When you look the other direction, it's actually more Cascade Mountains and the enchantments. So this is the Sunny Slope neighborhood. And this home, when you walked into it, it just felt like a great home, great energy. You can see these huge windows, beautiful kitchen, gas ranges. And the really fun part about this, I have to show you the basement. Yeah, okay, so here's the basement. So much fun. It also has a movie theater down there. Here's kind of like a man cave, extra bar, movie theater. Like I said, this home was priced really well at 1.5 million. So the thing about the million plus mark is you can find really nice large homes, or you're going to find a very old farm home on a lot of land. And the land, and I shouldn't even say a lot, but 10 acres plus, but land's very valuable. So, okay. And then here is like the super luxury. This is the $3 million mark. This is a riverfront home. As you can see here, it has private dock. And when you start getting closer to Chelan, you start to see this price point of $3 million waterfront homes. Closer to Wenatchee or Rondo, you can find them in the $1 million to $2 million price point. So this one is kind of like the very top of the market, over the top price point. So there you have it. That is kind of a really quick overview of everything about the different price points. If you ever want to know some data, some very specifics, feel free to reach out. I've got it, at my fingertips, and I would love to share it with you. I'm Amanda Dallman, your local real estate agent, and I will see you next week.